Hey guys, welcome. Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have the amazing Jamie from Adventures by Jamie here with us this morning. Jamie, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm so glad to be visiting with you today because I cannot wait to share this story. You have one of the most unique case studies I think ever with the
Oh,
crazy awesome stuff that happened to you during this program. So I'm really excited for this one. And congratulations on your recent graduation from COV.
thank you. Oh my gosh. I feel like 12 weeks just like, where did that time go? I mean, it was gone too soon.
I know everyone thinks, oh, 12 weeks, I have plenty of time. And we really pack it full of as much as we can to get you the most results. But
Yes.
tell everybody, if you wouldn't mind, where was your business before taking cruise and vacation and where are you now?
Yeah. So I had actually been a travel agent for a little over a year. And truth be told, I had been sort of Facebook and YouTube stalking you for almost that entire
I
time.
love it. I love it.
I had just stumbled upon your videos and your Facebook when I first got into being a travel agent, and I loved everything that you had to say, and always taking little notes here and there and little nuggets of wisdom, and hadn't really necessarily thought about joining because I also own a marketing company, and that's what brought me into travel. So I could provide that service to my marketing clients that wanted event planning services. And so I didn't have the thought of like, I want to be a travel agent. But then, COVID hit and things slowed down with everything.
Yeah, especially in the events market, right?
Yes. And I started looking at numbers. And I had sold 48 trips. And which I thought, for doing this part time, even less really than part time, that was really good, And I had actually built a team of 28 people. So the 48 trips was just mine personally.
Yeah.
But I looked at what I was commissioning for 48 trips, and I was ready to just faint. Like, no, that can't be right.
Yeah.
And literally that day, I picked up the phone and was like, I need to speak with someone with careers on vacation because something has to give here. And I really loved travel. I love it personally. I'm in a wheelchair. I know it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but I'm in a chair. So travel is a little different for me. And that's true for a lot of people with disabilities, whether they're in wheelchairs or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to sort of be that catalyst of like, look, there is a way to make whatever you want happen. And so, hopped on that discovery call, and it was like no brainer for me.
I love that. Yeah, and 48 trips to be disappointed because 48 trips is a lot of work. It's a lot of conversations. It's a lot of booking. It's a lot of follow-up. And that's one of the first things I remember you and I did. You were on the experience track, and to sit down and go, "Ooh, you should be getting a higher commission split. You should be looking at this. You should be looking at that to maximize your profit. Because if you're doing the work in this industry, there's ways to get more profit, which if you're new, like you, and I say new, your experience, you had a year, but sometimes it takes 3 or 4 years before people realize, oh my gosh, there's different ways I could have set this up. So making those decisions the right way from the beginning can change. I'm glad you found us when you did, because we were able to switch gears and get you set up under a different structure, and I think
Yep.
so much better for it. So that's amazing, and converting over, like, you've built, how to build a team, and now we're working towards that in your new world. But that brings me to, like, I don't think you can, I usually ask, like, what's your biggest success, but I feel like you have a couple. So what do you feel like your couple biggest wins have been since you started Careers on Vacation?
Oh my gosh, like you said, so many to list. But now I have a website that I didn't have a website at all. I had what our host for my host agency gave as far as a website, and it really wasn't much to go off of. So, but now I have my own website. I started a Facebook group. I started a YouTube channel. There's just a lot of these things that I didn't have. I knew about them and I should be doing them, but I guess just, I don't know, life just did, it just didn't happen. And so, Careers on Vacation was sort of that push of, look, if you implement these things, you're going to see results. And boy, did I. And I think sort of a big aha moment for me was, I have a series now on my YouTube channel called From Where I Sit. And it's all about my personal adaptive travel. And I did a video on taking a hot air balloon ride, an adaptive hot air balloon ride. And I had a gentleman in a wheelchair reach out to me and say, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this existed.
Wow.
Now he's a client and we're booking this accessible adventure for him. And I'm like,
success from the video strategy training. I love it.
Yes. So, that just was like icing on the cake for me.
Well, and I remember when you made your first sales under your new format, you were like, oh my gosh, this was so different. I don't remember if it was the booking process or the commission levels, but you were like, I should have been doing this the whole time. Do you remember what I'm talking about? The post you had in the COV?
The commission levels.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have this high in for one trip. I was blown away.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that you're already making sales under your new structure. That's
amazing. During COVID.
Can we talk about the coolest thing? I'm going to just flash these for a second. We're talking about the coolest thing that I feel like maybe ever in one of these masterminds. I think it's so fun. Tell us what happened with you were doing our video challenge. You're getting practice on video and doing all the things that we train you for video strategy. And then what happens in the middle of your COV experience?
Well, I'm part of an a casting agency. And, so I have been cast in different roles before. I was in the Dolphin Tale movies, things like that, but I haven't done anything in a long time. And I know because I've been doing the videos and all of that, putting myself more so out there. I was contacted by Disney to, be part of their Know Before You Go promo campaign that they're doing. So, we had the opportunity, it was my boyfriend and I, we were both cast because they wanted an interabled couple. And so I show my boyfriend and I in my videos a lot. And, got to go to the Riviera, resort and film all around there. But oh my gosh, to be able to say yeah, I'm in a Disney commercial. How cool.
So cool. I remember the day you made that video, you're like, you guys aren't going to believe this. I was like, I totally believe it. So kudos. I think that is such a fun one.
Yes, absolutely.
So cool. So talk to us a little bit about the mindset work. We integrate that because we know everybody at the end of the day is home alone, right? When you leave this program, we want to leave you with the tools, resources, training, everything that you need to run your business at any level you want it to run. And part of that for me, as being an educator for so long in this industry, has been, I know if I can teach people how to see their potential and also give them the tools to stay motivated. So that's why we integrate that all the way through our programs. But what did the mindset work do for you, either in your life or business, as you went through this process of Careers on Vacation?
It has been wonderful. I mean, what you all teach, I think, is some of the most important lessons for anyone that's looking to run a business or just in life in general. You know, I mean, I like to think that I am a very positive, you know, person, and always trying to, you know, tell my team, you know, when they've had frustrations over, you know, it's COVID and hard to book and all of that. And but to just be on calls with you and, you know, the other, you know, mentors and everything with Careers on Vacation, always having those reminders of, you know, you are exactly where you need to be. And, you know, I've had frustrations of, you know, oh, my audio didn't sound the best in this video, or,
Yeah.
you know, I have certain limitations because of my disability with holding a camera and this and that, you know, and working through those mindsets of it's okay and it's going to be fine. And, you know, there's either workarounds or, you know, I don't know. I think you all really do a very good job of teaching tools and techniques of staying positive. You know, you're always there. Your entire staff is there to support all of us.
Mhm.
There was never a moment that I felt alone or isolated or that I couldn't reach out to you directly or to any of, you know, your leadership team and any of the other students. You know, it's just, it is amazing what the mindset, you know, aspect of this program is.
Yeah, I love that. And we try to go over and beyond with support. We're like, under promise, over deliver. That's always like our company saying, because there's a ton of like e-programs you can buy, but at the end of the day, like, who do you ask if you have a question? Like, what do you do when your audio doesn't work? What do you do? So we get hundreds of questions, and it's one of those things where we've done this a million times, so we have the answer for you right there. So I'm glad that was a good supportive part of the program for you. Take me back to when you were thinking about Careers on Vacation. And what I love what you said earlier is you're like, look, I own a marketing company. And I think that was one of the questions that came back is, I think you were working with Trish, and she said, I'm working with Jamie. She owns a marketing company. So she's wondering, what the heck can you do for her if she already knows everything about marketing? And I was like, you know what? I love that question, and I'll tell you. And that's where we kind of started our conversation to go, even if you're in marketing in our industry, knowing what works, spending the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've spent in testing to get proven things, like, because that's one of those things where it having a marketing background helps so much. Like, stuff came easier for you for sure in the program because you knew what certain things were already, but just kind of fine tuning. But what was the process like when you were like vetting us as a company and decide what helped you make that decision, or was there anything you needed to overcome before you started working with us?
Yeah, you know, I had looked into other sort of coaching companies in the past. They were not travel specific, were more just entrepreneurial umbrella.
Yeah.
And as much as I thought that their program sounded wonderful, I didn't get all the feels with them as I did when I had the call, you know, with Trish originally, and then speaking with you, and you know, it definitely helped. I felt that, you know, having the marketing background, like I didn't feel like I was coming in from a ground zero, no knowledge, any of that. But, you know, of course, there is this question of, well, what really are they going to teach me? Like, I went to school, I have a master's degree in this. Like, what are they going to teach me? But truly, the fact of, you know, travel was not my marketing niche, you know, and just being able to fine tune those pieces of, you know, what I already understood, but having to make it even better was just incredible, you know, for me. And so again, like I don't think I was a very hard sell. You know, when I made that call, I was pretty determined that, yeah, this is happening. What do I need to do?
You are very decisive once you make a decision, which I love. So
Yeah.
I love it. No, that's amazing. It's a different journey for everyone. And I always say, like, vet whoever you guys are going to work with. That's why we put these case studies out there. And you're, I think, number 81 or 82 of case studies. So
Amazing.
yeah, it's been a fun journey. But tell me what you would tell that person. You were on our experience track. So, because we have a
Yeah.
new agent track and experience track. So coming in with a master's degree, we've had people that have gone through Cornell and different business schools, and they come to us and go, oh my gosh, could have done this in 12 weeks and been started. But I love that. That's why we have the experience track. So you work at a little bit of a faster pace and it matches your needs a little bit better. But what would you say, but you also got to interact with some of the newbies too. So what would you say to those that are out there that maybe were in your shoes, they're experienced, they have marketing or they have industry background, they've been agents for years. Why should they go with Careers on Vacation or the newbie agents? Why should they pick us to get their travel certification and get started in this industry?
I'll answer that in two different ways. So for the more experienced like myself, and I don't know that I was so experienced. I mean, you know, but having the marketing background,
Yeah, for sure.
say, you know, we're always learning, you know, and we might think as a marketing professional, like, oh yeah, what are they really going to teach me? But believe me, there is so much that you are going to learn, and it really is going to be the best investment. I mean, I am still blown away when I was like my last week or so in the program, really taking a hard look back at what I had accomplished. The program to the end, I was like, that didn't happen in 12 weeks. Really? You know, and it's just still evolving and growing, and there's so many exciting things in the pipeline for me. So for those experienced people, I would say, you know what, there's always more for you to learn, and these are the people to do it with, for sure. And then for the less experienced, I would say, you know, you couldn't ask for a better start to getting into this industry, because to have someone like yourself as their main leader, and then this extraordinary team.
I do have the best team, right?
You do. Your team, like, my goodness, yes. You know, so to have you in this extraordinary team with them every step of the way, and then all the other students and the grads, I mean, you are setting yourself up for immediate success.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know for everybody, especially in COVID time, you know, money is a concern, you know. But as an entrepreneur myself, you know, you have to, I don't know, you have to believe in yourself and put that effort into your future. And this is an investment that you are never going to feel bad about. You're never going to say, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that. Yeah, like just do it. You need to go for it.
I love it. And I love that you brought up COVID, because you did all of this we're filming this during, we're still in the pandemic, right? But, yeah. And this is where a lot of experienced agents, I've been talking about this on the live stream lately, is a lot of experienced agents have built up 10 years. They have this recurring base that they normally count on. So they never learned how to be online marketers, right? They've been doing this stuff for years. And what that group is really experiencing is, like, there's people traveling right now, But if they're not in your database and your database is part of that group where they don't want to travel right now, how do you reach the consumers that do want to work with an agent and are traveling? That's what that online marketing piece will do for you. So we have had a big uptick in veterans coming in going, Cyndi, teach, like I never had to plug in this online marketing thing before, like teach me how to do it. So
Yeah.
it's been amazing because like in those cases, like I really didn't have to teach you how to sell. You know how to sell and how to book a trip and do those pieces, but it's plugging how to get the leads and how to start that process. So last question, would you recommend Careers on Vacation as a whole?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I've already been recommending it to anybody and everybody that has the slightest bit of interest in becoming a travel agent and getting into this crazy travel world. Yes, 100% join Careers on Vacation.
I love it. Well, and I have to say, Jamie, you've been so fun to have in the mastermind. You inspire me so much in terms of like, you just did, well, what I really love is when clients do everything that's on our checklist. Like, I know people have families, so that's why we say you're right where you should be. And so it takes some people a little bit longer because they have kids and they have other stuff going on or whatever. But you were like, in this 12 weeks, I'm going to buckle down. And you were like, check, 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 check. And I just love that about you because I think between you and Emily, we're both in the program at the same time. Like you guys were producing videos so quick after going through the video challenge. And you guys go check out Jamie's channel. What's the name of your channel on YouTube?
It's Adventures by Jamie.
Adventures by Jamie. It's so, she has the coolest videos. Like she's out there doing stuff, y'all, that I told her myself, I like, that's like my nightmare, getting in a hot air balloon. I would never in a million years, you will not catch me on a hot air balloon. So I love watching you do it. I'm going to live vicariously through you.
There you go.
Yeah. But guys, if you're out there going, man, I want to start a travel business from home, or I'm experienced and I don't know how to get clients right now, apply for Careers on Vacation. You can go to careersonvacation.com/ready now. The first step is to just do a discovery call so we can understand your goals. If we can help you, I'll give you the information on how to apply for the program. If we can't help you, we'll give you some great tips. And no matter what, we always wish everyone love and abundance. I'll put those links below down in the video description too. But Jamie, thank you for sharing your amazing story. I know the Disney thing didn't come out quite yet. We're waiting like any day.
Yes,
I'm so excited to see see you guys in the commercial. That's going to be so cool. Love it. Well, thank you for joining us today. And you're not going far. I'm going to see you over in the grad group.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.